Hey, welcome in, everyone, to another edition of the NFL and Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. We're just about set to get started, and this ought to be a good one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Philadelphia Eagles. With that, let's get up to the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. We're standing by for the call are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Before kickoff, Charles, quickly, your keys to the game.
Well, partner, I could give you the standard ones, turnovers, special teams play. But here's one that doesn't get talked about much anymore, and that's time of possession. Whoever controls the football, gives their defense a break, and takes care of business, that's the team that's going to win this ball game.
And the offense readies for a first down and 10.
Here we go.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They give him a gain of 37.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. Spinning away. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. On second down, Johnson twisting away. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
Green, blue 45, blue 45.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close.
Hey, it's the coach in our Tiburon studios in Orlando. This is the NFL on EA Sports, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. We're just about set to get started, and this ought to be a good one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Philadelphia Eagles. With that, let's get up to the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Back to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Now a desperate. A crusher there as it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
First down, a run with Smallwood. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium. That certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like open up a time capsule, did.
Welcome in, everybody, to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the coach, and we're set to bring you coverage from Madden Ultimate Team. We're just about set to get started, and this ought to be a good one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
With that, let's get up to the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. We're standing by for the call are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
He'll get it up the middle. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Chris Johnson with time running out. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Lutz good on the point.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Carson Wentz and the Eagles make their way out to the field. Certainly they want to win this game, but down 3, they know what they need to do. Get in field goal range, at least have a chance to tie it.
And if you approach it the right way, you almost have a safety net. Knowing just a field goal gets it done. You don't press for the touchdown. but you take it if the opportunity comes, if the opening's there. Someone slips in the secondary and you get a big play. But otherwise, get the 3, put that on the board, and try to extend the game.
They'll be trying to muster 3. Of course, they'd love the score to win it. He's back to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. 5 seconds, 4 seconds. All right, the challenge is in front of you. Do you accept it? I hope so. Keep the game on. Play the challenge. It's solo challenge, Madden Ultimate Team. So the Browns offense ready to go on 1st down and 10. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Higgins. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Mayfield looks to throw. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his tight end in Njoku. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
They'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Mayfield. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Clock running here, under 90 seconds to go. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Steelers are close to finishing off this football game. So now let's look at this situation with no timeouts remaining. The offense should be able to just run the clock out.
I know that's what it says on my time management chart up here. And I know a lot of teams are hiring a time management coach who's going to sit in the box, talk to the head coach. In this situation, if you do anything but take a knee in victory formation, then you're not playing the game right. This game should be over. Take the knee, hold on to the ball.
By the way, so impressive that you do have a time management chart up here.
Listen, you know I can't count. So I need it in a big way. We can't hire anyone to help us out, so hopefully I'm reading it correctly.
They go to Johnson again. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offense.
And this is caught, and that could seal it. It's a touchdown. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Lutz with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Lutz now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
One last shot from Mayfield here. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 40. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. And that does it for this one. Pat yourself on the back. You just completed and dominated the Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge.
Hey everybody, it's the coach here in Orlando, getting you set for this edition of Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. We're just about set to get started, and this ought to be a good one, between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Buffalo Bills. With that, let's get up to Buffalo. Standing by at New Era Field, here are Brandon Gotton and Charles Davis.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 22 and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral.
Back now in Buffalo. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. Right back to him on first down. What a spin. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to run now. Chris Johnson in a foot race, and they will not catch him. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chris Johnson, 43 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
I think we can figure out why they went for 2 there, right? Up 1. You want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. On play action, Allen. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job. You're knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. One final try here for Allen. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Ray Nitschke in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. The D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, is that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down. But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Again, it's Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't.
Welcome in, everyone. I'm your host, Jonathan Coachman, and this...
And on second down, the offense gets ready to rock.
Hey, go down. Ready. Ready.
On second down, Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game.
Ready.
And the blitz does come. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue.
And got his man complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Here we go now. Green, 90. Green, 90.
Back to throw. Mahomes. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final final seconds. Forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Drew Brees getting ready to go again on offense. This is something we've seen many times over the course of his career. Can he pull off another fourth quarter comeback?
And it's very strange, isn't it? Because when it's a player of this magnitude, even though the guys on defense have the lead and are sitting in the best spot, they're maybe the most nervous people in the stadium because they've seen this happen to too many people before.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down.
Here we go now.
Mahomes going to throw it here. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, partner, even though my phone alarm failed me this morning and I missed our AM workout, we still made it through this thing together, didn't we?
Well, you always know.
Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando.
And now the offense getting ready on second down. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And out across midfield down to the 45. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
Now Mahomes. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Randy Moss, 41 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
In both locker rooms, the coaches talked about setting the tone early. Didn't matter whether you started on offense or defense. In this case, the team that had the ball first did exactly that. Took it right downfield and scored.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
The first down carry by Elliott. And he'll running right through it. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. Back now in Arlington. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach and incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Now Sanders. Sanders shaking and baking. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events. right? The decision to go for it on fourth down
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Tyrone Crawford. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Time for a break. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. They go play fake. Mahomes. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Tyrone Crawford in there to get him for his second sack of the night.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now Mahomes. He's going to fire this thing deep left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. They're on the outskirts of field goal range here in a tie game with a little time. So how do you handle this? What do you do here, Charles?
Everybody wants to pick up as much yardage as possible, but the weird part is for field goal kickers, being in really close sometimes puts more pressure on them because it's much more of a position kick as opposed to just going ahead and letting it out and letting it thump.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Ed Reed in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Here's Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Now Prescott. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Julius Peppers able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. To throw is Mahomes. He's going to go up top again. He's got a man complete. He's at the 30, 10, and he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead is now 21-14. Lutz now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. So some drama down to the very end of this ball game, Charles, on that final kickoff. They were open to break free, some sort of miracle play, but they couldn't do it.
They had a chance, and that was their only opportunity to try and bring it all the way.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the...
And now the Ravens set to go on 1st and 10. Throwing here on 1st down. Flacco toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Now Flacco. Fighting his way through contact. Brought in left side by Snead. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. On 1st down, Flacco. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. He's back to throw. Caught right side at Snead. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Back to throw. And he can't get... Throw away. He's taken down. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. Back to throw. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And he'll be Out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there. Gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Tony Jefferson in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Mahomes to throw. Ertz has it left side. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout. Called as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Man open. It's Moss, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Johnson. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And I think that's going to do it. They can't get another play off. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chris Johnson finding the end zone on the game's final play. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Brandon, you know I love boxing, right? You know I love big fights, right? I'd given them the standing 8 count a few times along the way. And look at how this one ended.
Yeah, they had, well, I guess 9 lives, just like a cat, kept fighting, and there in the end making the huge play to get the game winner.
I guess that's the epitome.
And the offense gets set here for a third down play.
Now let's go. Blue line.
From the gun on third down, it's Rosen. And able to find Kirk complete. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. The Cardinals on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go now. Blue line.
The busy night continues for Johnson. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Steelers signal for another timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that one results in 35 yards. And 2 big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
And this is caught at the 8. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
All right, they picked up yardage, but they've got to get up to the line of scrimmage and spike it. They've got one timeout left, want to save it.
Here's Johnson. And he is out of bounds here. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the... And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. So getting the big touchdown they needed late in the 4th. Now what do? You conservative and just tie it up?
No, I think you put your practice into game situation. Go as fast as possible. You already have your play call ready to go. Go for 2 and decide it right now.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Here's Rosen. Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. A little dinking and dunking that they're doing. At some point, is it appropriate to maybe take a shot?
It is, if you feel good about it. But otherwise, you do what a coach told me a long time ago. Take what they give you, but make them tackle. In other words, get it to one of your guys in space. If he makes someone miss, that could turn into the big play you're looking for.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. The defense does its job. Now they're going to get the ball here in overtime with a chance to win it.
Major league kudos to them, because to get the ball back in this spot, everything was on them. It had to happen, and they pulled it off. They'll get it back for their offense with a chance to win.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They're set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it?
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. So that's Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game. Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Underneath for Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about. A long field goal to win it. So definitely.
Hello, everybody. It's the coach welcoming you to Madden Ultimate Team. This is
the... And now the offense will look to convert on third down. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And he's got Fitzgerald. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The 20. And the offense gets set here for a third down play. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. This is Johnson, he's got it. And a gain there of 11.
Hello, everybody. Coach here, welcoming you to Madden Ultimate Team. It's the NFL on EA Sports. We're just about set to get started, and this ought to be a good one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Arizona Cardinals.
And now the offense will look to convert on third down. Now it's Rosen. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Chandler Jones in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Now how about that? Rattled by a big play on the previous snap, they bounce back, and that's exactly what they needed defensively, getting a big play of their own.
Back to throw, Mahomes. Now a desperation throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by David Anderson. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Now a handoff, Johnson. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Johnson on the counter. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey. Set. 3-19.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And the Steelers set to take the field.
They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And now a throw on first. Down there, but it's incomplete.
Ready. Green, 90.
Now Mahomes. And incomplete on the deep ball. Trying to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed and improved.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make...
And got his man complete. And goes to the 40 at the 39. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
Oh, that's a big pickup right there. That play might have saved them. Now they got to get up to the line of scrimmage quick. They've got to spike it.
He's going to let it fly. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Blue 45.
To throw is Mahomes. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Chandler Jones in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fit.
Hey, welcome in, everyone, to another edition of the NFL and Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. We're just about set to get started, and this ought to be a good one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Houston Texans. With that, let's head over to the Space City of Houston. Standing by at NRG Stadium, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you from our broadcast perch. And, Charles, as we get this thing started, what are you going to be keeping your eye on?
Special teams. Field position is always a big determiner in a ball game. Who sets their offense up for success the best, that team will win the game.
And the Steelers, they're ready to rock on 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Randy Moss, 73 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So a big play now as the Steelers will go for 2.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. And this is a spot where you can learn a lot about a young quarterback.
And that's why they brought him into the organization. Because you don't just bring them in strictly for their talents. You think that they have that something special in them that will allow them to function in these types of situations. Now it's time for them to be clinical and not emotional. You know your play sequence.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Ray Nitschke in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Now Watson. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And the spike comes now with just under 40 ticks left. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down. He's back to throw. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. And down to just 21 seconds now as he spikes it to stop the clock. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Ray Nitschke in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And he'll stop the clock with 5 seconds to go there on the spike. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be fourth down. One last throw here for Watson. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders. And that's how this one ends in dramatic fashion in overtime with the interception. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to... All right, you saw the challenge on the screen. I don't need to repeat it. It's solo challenge. Madden Ultimate Team, go earn your keep. The Patriot offense set to go as they've got it 1st and 10.
4 down. Like 20. 390. Alpha, go.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Working middle, it's caught by Gronkowski. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line.
They'll look to throw. And he dumps it off to Blunt. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs. He'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Back to throw. Going underneath to Blunt. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. Now Brady. And Edelman got a big game going. That's complete again. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. And with the clock ticking under 50 seconds now, he spikes it.
Let's go.
To throw is Brady. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And he clocks it with just over 30 seconds left. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down. Back to throw, Brady. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. So with next to nothing left on the clock, they get Charles what should be the game-winning touchdown catch.
That felt so much like practice and preparation coming together. So many times your last practice of the week, you score the game-winning touchdown. Everyone leaves the field feeling good about themselves. They got it done for real in this situation.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Here we go now.
Mahomes to throw. Now a desperation throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Lutz now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25.
Wait 20. Wait 20.
Brady to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. And it's second down. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals,
and a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by 9-time Pro Bowler Ed Reed. And that does it for this Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. You did it. You defeated it. Congratulations. We'll see you next.
Hey, it's the coach at our Tiburon Studios in Orlando. This is the NFL on EA Sports, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. We're just about set to get started, and this ought to be a good one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Dallas Cowboys.
And on second down, the offense gets ready to rock. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Here we go now.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. To throw, it's Mahomes. Now he's going to throw into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
They'll try to get the running game going with Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking about...
Back now in Arlington, and we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the fourth. A second down throw for Prescott. On the left side, Gallup's got it. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
A give to Elliott. Oh, a nice spin. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the left, this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Time for a break. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd and goal now in a 1-score game. Here's Elliott. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
And Bailey able to knock it through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all. And now your
down.
discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
it's Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and zero relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Bailey now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Now Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Now Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. He's going to got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's third down.
Here we go now.
Back to throw, Mahomes. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Tyrone Crawford in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. Third and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. Now a handoff, running off tackle right. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
There we go. 480. 26.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. The offense on third down tonight, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll try to run forward with Elliott. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Running with Elliott. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really